So, Rockstar's parent company Take-Two Interactive recently dropped its latest earnings call, and honestly this was one of those calls that Grand Theft Auto fans were waiting on with a lot of tension. We did not get to see Giant's surprise trailer drop, we did not get any official pre-order announcements either, but we did get something even more important. Take-Two and Rockstar are still publicly standing by Grand Theft Auto 6 releasing on November 19, 2026. That date is still on Rockstar's official Grand Theft Auto 6 page right now, and Take-Two own shareholder materials still point to that exact launch date. And before anything else, I just want to say this clearly. This is huge, because after months and months of people panicking, guessing, doom posting, and acting like another delay was basically guaranteed, Take-Two finally gave the kind of confirmation that shuts down a lot of that noise. In its physical 2026 material, the company says physical 2027 is expected to be a breakout year, led by the release of the Grand Theft Auto 6 on November 19th, and it says Rockstar's launch marketing is set to begin this summer. That is straight from the Take-Two themselves. Now this is also why the financial outlook is so crazy. Take-Two's guidance for physical 2027 is $8 billion to $8.2 billion in net bookings, which the company says is driven primarily by Grand Theft Auto 6. The company also says that would represent meaningful growth over the previous year, and that Grand Theft Auto 6 is the main reason for the jump. In other words, they're not planning like a company that expects its biggest game to miss the window. They're planning like a company that expects this thing to actually ship that date. And yes, the number is absolutely insane. This is the kind of a forecast that tells you how massive Grand Theft Auto 6 is for the Take-Two. It's not just a big release, it is the release. It is the game that is supposedly to carry a whole physical year and help define the company's future. Take-Two even says its total labeled mix for that year is expected to be led by Rockstar Games, with Grand Theft Auto 6 sitting right at the center of that outlook. Now, Strauss Zelnick also doubled down outside of the earnings call. In his interviews, he repeatedly said that the game, well, I'm talking about Grand Theft Auto 6, is set to release on November 19, 2026. And he said that Rockstar marketing campaign should begin this summer. There were some reports mentioning that Zelnick said pre-orders usually begin alongside marketing, which is why a lot of people are starting thinking that the trailer, the pre-orders, and the marketing rollout could all be tied together. That part is not officially announced yet, of course, but it's the kind of a pattern Rockstar has used before, and people are already looking at that summer window very closely. Now that brings us to the big question everybody keeps asking. When does summer marketing actually start? Well, if you're using a calendar start of the summer, that is of course will be starting June the 1st of 2026. But in this case, this will be June 21st of 2026. So yeah, we're basically right at the doorway now. That does not mean Rockstar is forced to drop anything on June 21st exactly, but it does mean we're entering the time frame where more news, more trailers, and possibly pre-orders could start appearing. That is why people are watching the next few weeks so closely. And honestly, that makes sense. Rockstar does not usually want to blow its load too early. They do not want to hype people up months and months in advance, then let the excitement die. They usually want to time things so the hype stays hot all the way to the release. That is probably why Take-Two keeps saying summer instead of giving us a date down to the exact day. They want the attention when it actually matters. Now, the early version of the story, there was a lot of talk about possible Best Buy leak and possible pre-order timing. Take-Two's CEO said he did not know where those rumors even came from, and reporting at the time said that the pre-order rumors did not materialize. So at this point, it's better to treat that whole thing as just a rumor territory, not official confirmation. The only official position is still, marketing will be beginning in summer, and the pre-orders have not been formally announced yet. You know, a lot of people, including some of the creators and leakers, have been predicting that something major could be happening around late June and early July. And that is why the conversation keeps circling around maybe trailer 3, maybe pre-order, and maybe the next big news drop. But to be clear, this is just a speculation. It is a very reasonable guess, but it's not something Rockstar has officially said. I want to touch on PC version as well, because this also comes up. In the QA, Zelnick was asked about the PC release, and the answer stayed, well, quite vague, which is what most people expected. Take-Two is only publicly talking about the console launch right now, and Rockstar's official page lists PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S only. There's no official PC release date yet, so if you're on PC, the safest assumption is still that the PC version will come later, not on day one. That is not exactly confirmation, but it's a pattern Rockstar has followed with the games like Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. I'll say maybe an additional year, and that's when you will be able to see Grand Theft Auto 6 on PC. Then there's the Red Dead side of things, which was another big part of the earnings call. Take-Two said Red Dead Redemption 2 has now sold over 85 million units worldwide and has achieved its highest annual unit sales since launch year. That is a ridiculous number. It also means Red Dead Redemption 2 keeps growing even all these years later, which is wild considering how people have been waiting for Rockstar to move on from it. And of course it puts in the same conversation as Rockstar's Auto Monster. Take-Two's material also said that Grand Theft Auto 5 has reached 230 million units sold to date. So you have Grand Theft Auto 5 still printing money, Red Dead Redemption 2 still selling like crazy, and Grand Theft Auto 6 about to step into the spotlight as the next giant release. That is why Take-Two's whole future is basically wrapped around this one launch. You know, one thing also kind of stood out to me is how confident Take-Two sounds about the future. They're not just talking about Grand Theft Auto 6 as a one-off hit. They're talking about the higher, longer-term profitability, strong cash flow, and broader release pipeline across the company. They also laid out other titles for physical 2027, including sport games, mobile games, and more from their overall portfolio. So this is not just Grand Theft Auto 6 will sell well, this is Grand Theft Auto 6 will help lift the whole company into the new financial level. And that is why people are still skeptical in the back of their minds, even while the official message is positive. Grand Theft Auto 6 is still one of the most anticipated entertainment property on Earth, and that kind of hype makes people paranoid. But the official company position is now, well, it's quite clear. November 19th is the date, summer marketing window, and the physical 2027 is supposed to be huge because of it. So yeah, we're in a much better place now than we've been before. We're not just hoping anymore. We're not just guessing anymore. The data is still there, the company is still backing it, and the hype machine is about to start moving. That means next few weeks and months could be very important for Grand Theft Auto 6 fans, because once Rockstar starts officially rolling out the marketing, things are going to get very, very fast. Well, do let me know down in the comments. Are you excited for Grand Theft Auto 6? I mean, at this point, who isn't? Thank you so much for watching, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys all, and have a wonderful day.